Righto, we're back again. Just had these guys out for a fly. They've just come back in. I've got the food there ready for them, and hopefully we'll get them in there pretty quick anyway. Yep, they're all back. There's a bit of mix of some older ones and some younger ones there. I'm pretty happy. I really like this little mealy though. She's turned out to be quite a nice little bird. Starting to molt too, so she'll start to darken up across the front, which is good. All those siblings from that pairing are looking pretty good. So it's that one and also this big one here. Be interesting to see how they go. A little bit of a taste of maybe what the roster potentially could be, the race schedule could be for next year anyway. And these guys might do a bit better in it because hopefully, fingers crossed, there might be a few more sprint races in there. Maybe an additional 5 in that sort of main sprint thing. So that'll be pretty good for us because, you know, it's sort of in those area where we want to sit. But, you know, we'll see how it pans out. Nothing's locked in yet. Just a bit of food for thought by the sounds of it. But we're there anyway, so we'll see how we go. Let's get these ones in there. I was just really looking at them because they look good out here. Come on. Let's go. All right. So you will notice that I've actually swapped the sides. So these ones were on this side. It's just because I've got a hen in here. Wherever she is, she's in there somewhere. I think that's that one up the back there. That she was over in this side, and I'm just splitting her up from the cockbird. And he's just been up and down there, sort of chasing her. So I'll pair her up probably in another 2 weeks to one of the Krugers we've got. We'll have a look at him in a minute. And we do have this other Kruger hen in here as well that I do want to try and pair up. We could probably almost move her across into the boxes sooner because she technically isn't paired with anyone that I know of. I've not seen her. She probably thinks she's paired up with someone in the other loft, but she's definitely not in theory. And there is a cockbird in here that I showed you in the previous videos that I probably will pair up with. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that. We'll have to give it a bit of time, so I'll try and put that pair down. Probably try and pair those two at the same time, just so the babies sort of line up a bit better. Oh, here's this little character. He seen me coming and he's like, I'm going to put on a little show. But he's looking pretty good. I actually really like this little guy. It's just a little character. So I've got a question for all you guys. What age do young birds of this age drop their first flights on average? It's sort of a question I've been asking quite a few people. And not a lot of people can give me a straight answer. For me, it's really hard to tell. I've been watching these ones, and these ones haven't, as far as I can tell, dropped a flight. There might have been one of them actually, wherever that one is. There's another flight starting to grow through. But the question why I'm asking it is because with the one loft races, our entrants cannot have dropped the first flight just yet. So my planning is to figure out, get a bit of an average age of when it happens. Because it's like I said with mine, it's never something I've really paid attention to. Normally I just wean them, that's it, get them up flying and not really too stressed, get them through that really first big molt. But yeah, make sure you do. If you know what you're talking about, put some comments down below. It'll be interesting to see everyone's different opinions and experiences. Because what I need to do is try and line up all these babies so that we have 10 babies at once to enter that have not dropped first flights yet, which is, it's going to be a little bit challenging. If we can't do it in this first lot, then we might have to do it in the next round, which, you know, it's not ideal, but we just got to do what we can do, to be honest. So while I'm here, I need to just double check and see if there is a second egg in there yet. Well, these two are getting sorted to running down on their next round of eggs, which is good to see. I just have a feeling that there isn't 2 eggs in here for some reason. So there isn't, there's only 1, which is interesting. So, because the theory behind what I was thinking is there was a bit of a mark down there and there was a bit of a shell. So I'm thinking maybe Little Storm dropped her second egg down there. I think that's what that is there. So maybe there's only 1 in this round, which is interesting. So maybe she just didn't get to the nest in time, or maybe someone's knocked it out, or I don't know what's happened, but she should have laid her second egg by now, which she hasn't. So Apache's sitting on that egg there. He's doing his due diligence as a father. Is quite good. He's very, for a first-time father, he's very attentive, which is really good. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's what's happened, which is really disappointing. But we'll get there slowly. I'll tell you, I think because she should have laid that egg by now. I need to get some rings on these guys too. I can't believe how quickly they're growing. Look at the size of this one here. Yes, good girl. It's just one of those things, and these ones wouldn't be too far off it either. Yeah, they're pretty close. I probably need to get the rings on them tonight. Because so far we've got 4 babies on this side so far. We've got to make up 10 birds. So if we can't make them up in this round, so with the first flight thing, I need to make sure that these babies here will line up with these other babies who've got coming through. So we've got 4 in here that actually have hatched. We're about to put the rings on them, and we do have 2 up there that have hatched if we want to enter those ones into it. And we've got these ones will hatch, or I would say probably next week, and those ones won't be too far behind it either. So that will give us, in theory, without including the tiger grizzles up there, they'll give us those 4 and another 4, that's 8. And we've got the other 3 rounds over here as well that are fertile. I've candled all these ones, so that'll give us a total of 14 birds, given that all those babies, you know, hatch and they make it, you know, through the first week or so of their life, which they should. So we're kind of, you know, this might just be our only chance to get birds into that intake for the one loft. So it's out of 14 birds, we need to pick 10 of them, and I'm hoping that our intake birds are close enough so that, you know, the first few that are hatched already, but they haven't lost a flight by the time that these other ones are weaned and ready to go. I don't think there's a huge difference between them. I think there's probably at max 2 weeks, I would say. We will have to double check on that. That's why I'm asking you guys for your opinion on when you think that, you know, those birds do drop their first flights. I know it kind of, you know, is different between the, you know, the lines of birds, how quickly they mature and things like that. But yeah, just be interesting to get a bit of an idea, because if they're close enough and it's going to work, we have 14 birds, eggs and babies at the moment, and it works. It probably could work on that intake. So yeah, make sure you comment down below, because this little guy is looking good. You can see the actual red bars starting to come through now. Hopefully these guys will start to settle down some more eggs shortly, because that's what we do really want. These ones here won't be too far away from hatching either. I'd say probably another week-ish. And we'll just have a look at this little blue grizzle here. I'd say it's a blue grizzle, but looking really nice too. Look at the wing on that, nice and powerful. We just done a little poo. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. So stay tuned and make sure you do comment down below. This little team we got is going pretty quick, because we've got to enter those birds into that one loft around about December. If we can't make the December intake, then the birds will be the next round, which will be January, and that's our cut-off at the end of January. So yeah, we probably should get a bit of a wriggle on. So I'll see you guys in the next video.